Hey everyone, I'm not Dan, but in this video I'm going to show you the process of dimensional analysis. It's welcome back. We now find ourselves in the infamous mole unit of chemistry. But before we get into the actual chemistry part, I want to take a moment and make this video to show you how to do the conversion process that we use in order to do all of our mole calculations. And it's called dimensional analysis. Now, the thing about dimensional analysis is that you actually already know how to do this. This is something that you do all the time. You just don't ever think about the fact that you're doing it. Like, say, for example, you look up movie times and you see that a movie runs for 144 minutes and you think to yourself, wow, so how long actually is that? How many hours is that? Well, you do a conversion to convert minutes into hours and then you can figure that out. That's dimensional analysis, okay? Dimensional analysis is a way of multiplying and dividing, but unlike in math, where the focus is on the number, here the focus is on the units. So dimensional analysis, when you really think about it, is a way to multiply and divide units. All right, so let me show you the process and give you an example. Let's actually use that other example that I already said, okay? So if we were to write it out as a word problem, it would look something like this. How many hours are in 144 minutes? Now, when you look at that question, what you need to realize is that there are two pieces of information that you will need. And those same two pieces of information are in every single one of the calculations that we're going to be doing over the next few weeks. Okay? So the first thing that's there is called the given. And in this case, it is 144 minutes. That's like point A, okay? The second thing in that question is the ending point. Where are we going? Well, here it's how many hours. It's the unit in the question that does not have a number to go with it. The given has the number with the unit. The ending point, point B, is the unit without a number. So our given here is 144 minutes and our ending point is hours. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our given, which is 144 minutes, and I'm going to write it out. I'm going to say 144 minutes, okay, right, using my abbreviations there. And then I'm going to put it over 1, because I need to remind myself that this is a fraction, okay? All right, the next thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to put a multiplying sign and then another fraction line. And now I'm going to use something that we call a conversion factor. Now a conversion factor, this is something that, obviously that we convert between units. So in this case, going from minutes to hours, well, our conversion factor is there are 60 minutes for every 1 hour. Now every conversion factor can be written one of two ways. And we can write it like this. We can either say 60 minutes over 1 hour or 1 hour over 60 minutes. And it's up to us to decide which one of these we are going to use. This is where the units come in. Okay? So you look back over here, and this is why we also write this as a fraction. Okay? Here we have minutes on top of the fraction line, which means that we want minutes to go on the bottom over here. Okay? Which means then hours will go on top. Once the units are settled in, then we simply attach the numbers that go with those units, okay? So like there's 1 hour and 60 minutes, okay? So that's how dimensional analysis works. You always look at what unit is on top, and then that same unit is going to go on the bottom of the next fraction, okay? I could even extend this out even more if I really wanted to. Like say, what if I wanted to go to number of days? Okay, well, I have another fraction line. My conversion factor is that there are 24 hours for every 1 day. Okay, so since hours is on top here, I'm going to put hours on the bottom here with days on the top, and then I put in my numbers, right? There's 24 hours for every 1 day. Okay, now obviously since our question didn't originally say that, that's not what we're going to do, but I was just showing that to you as an example of you can just keep this going until you finally get to the unit that you're looking for. Okay, but since our question asked us for how many hours are 144 minutes, okay, so since I've got hours here, that means I am done, and since I have minutes on top, minutes on bottom, I can cross that out, so those minutes are gone. The only unit that is left over is hours, and now I'm going to just multiply or divide across. Okay, so I multiply across the top, so 144 times 1 is 144. Okay, 1 times 60 is 60. And then we're going to grab our calculator here, and we do 144 divided by 60. We get 2.4. And then what are the units? Well, it's right here. It is hours. Okay, so that's how it works. Every single conversion question that you will ever see will work the same way. And once you understand this process, then once we get into the actual chemistry conversions, then it's really a piece of cake. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you have any further questions, be sure to comment below. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. That way you can get automatic updates whenever I post new videos. All right, so thank you guys so much. Remember, I am not Dan, and neither are you. Check you later.